They'll say it's about looks, or money, or smooth talk. But deep down, you know that's not true. Because you've seen it happen. A man walks in, says nothing, and she's already paying attention. Not because of what he wears, not because of what he says, but because of who he is when he walks in the room. This isn't about cheesy pickup lines. This isn't about faking confidence. This is about understanding something deeper. A hidden law of attraction every woman responds to without even realizing it. It's ancient, it's primal, and it works on every woman who feels it. Today, I'll show you exactly how to awaken that pull, without chasing, without begging, and without changing who you are. If you're ready to stop being ignored and finally start attracting women in a way that feels effortless, natural, and real, then stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you won't just know how to attract any woman, you'll know how to become the man she's already looking for. Most men believe they need to look a certain way to attract women. Sharp jawline, six-pack, designer clothes. But what if I told you none of that really matters? Because women aren't scanning for abs. They're feeling for energy, masculine energy. This is what the Stoic Journal teaches us. This is what King Stoic lives by. And this is what the Daily Stoic reminds you every single day. That real attraction comes from presence, not appearance. When you walk into a room and your energy is calm, when you're not fidgeting, not trying to be liked, you automatically stand out. Why? Because most men are loud on the outside, but nervous on the inside. You're the opposite. Silent, focused, grounded. That's what makes you magnetic. That's what triggers her instincts. And that's what the Stoic evolution is all about. Turning nervous boys into calm, grounded men. She won't say it out loud, but she craves a man who doesn't need her attention, yet gets it without trying. This is what Stoic bond is. It's the silent force that makes her stop scrolling, stop thinking, and start feeling something she can't explain. Most men rely on words. The Stoic community teaches you to rely on your energy, because energy never lies. Repeat this to yourself. I attract with who I am, not what I say. That's the first shift, and it's the one that changes everything. Here's what most men get wrong. They talk too much. They try too hard. They think if they say the right thing, she'll be attracted. But the truth? Real attraction is wordless. When you walk in with silent confidence, you don't need cheesy lines. You don't need to explain yourself. Your energy speaks louder than your mouth ever could. That's the power of masculine energy. That's the mindset taught in the Daily Stoic. That's the strength found in the Stoic Journal and shared by the Stoic community. Women are drawn to mystery, to depth, to the man who doesn't chase, but pulls. You don't fidget. You don't ask for attention. You don't seek approval. And because you don't need her, she starts to need you. It's the rule of polarity. When your frame is calm and grounded, her energy flows to you without force. No words, no effort, just gravity. This is what King Stoic talks about, what Stoic evolution builds, what Stoic secrets reveal to the rare few. A man who lives on purpose, a man who walks the Stoic path, a man like you. Inside every woman is a deep curiosity. She won't say it out loud, but she wonders, who is that man who says nothing yet owns a room? You are that man, and Aurelic is the channel that will turn you into him. A man who knows where he's going? That's irresistible. Not because he's rich, not because he's famous, but because he moves with purpose. Women don't want to lead all the time. They lead at work. They lead in life. But deep down, they want a man who leads them without hesitation. This is why the Stoic path matters. It builds inner direction. It's why the Stoic Journal exists. It's why Stoic Evolution, Max Stoic, and even the Daily Stoic keep reminding us that leadership isn't loud. It's clear when your actions show direction, when your words are few, but your energy is focused. She'll trust you without knowing why. Most men ask, should I text her? Should I wait? Should I say this? That's confusion. That's weakness. You decide. You act. You move. That's power. That's what the Stoic community teaches. That's what makes you high value. And that's why she notices you when you're not even looking. She can feel the difference. This is Stoic bond in real time. Not just being calm, but being clear. Because attraction isn't about chasing her. It's about becoming a man she naturally follows. King Stoic lives like this. Stoic legends were built on this. And you're walking that path now with a relic. Want to know what really drives women crazy? It's not compliments. It's not gifts. It's detachment. When you stop caring about the outcome, you become the outcome. When you're no longer obsessed with getting her, she starts getting obsessed with you. This is what Stoic legends live by. This is what the Stoic Journal teaches. This is what every high-value man learns the hard way. Because in modern dating, women are used to being chased. They're used to men who overtext, overthink, and overgive. But when you pull back, when you focus on your mission, your energy becomes rare. And what's rare gets noticed, gets craved, gets chased. This is the Stoic bond, the core of Stoic evolution, the hidden lesson inside daily Stoic reflections. This is how to detach from someone without drama and attract everything by doing less. You walk away without anger. You stay calm when others would chase. You move forward, not because she's not enough, but because you are. That's not cold, that's power. And power is magnetic. This is what the Stoic community trains for. This is how you build unshakable masculine energy. And this is how you go from ignored to unforgettable. And right here on a relic, we're not just chasing women. We're becoming men they can't look away from. Most men talk too much. They try to impress. They explain themselves. They chase approval with words. But the men women truly want, they speak with silence. Not because they're shy, but because their presence says it all. Their body language leads a conversation. Their eyes say, I see you. Their energy says, I've already won. This is what the Stoic Journal is really about. This is why Daily Stoic reminds us. Stillness is the key. This is how King Stoic became a force without saying a thing. Because silence, when grounded in masculine energy, is not weakness, it's power. She's not watching your words. She's feeling your vibe. And if your vibe says you need her, she pulls away. If your vibe says you're complete, she leans in. That's how you attract when a woman ignores you, not by chasing, but by becoming the kind of man she can't ignore. The Stoic community calls this the bond. The moment your silence connects deeper than any text ever could. Stoic evolution is about sharpening that edge. Stoic secrets? They're hidden in how still you can stay when your heart races. Women want presence, not paragraphs. They want to feel you, not figure you out. And here at a relic, we're not raising our voices. We're raising our standard. Here's a truth no one tells you. The less you feel for her, the more she feels for you. Sounds harsh, right? But this is how attraction works. It's not about being cold. It's about being in control. Control over your heart. Control over your mind. Control over your energy. That's masculine energy at its core. And this is the path of the Stoic Journal. To feel deeply but act wisely. To stay grounded even when emotions rise. Because most men fall fast. They catch feelings, get attached, and lose their edge. But the Stoic community teaches, when you don't need her, she needs you. Why? Because she wants to feel your stability, your power, your peace. Daily Stoic calls it inner stillness. Stoic evolution calls it strength. King Stoic lives by it. When she senses you're not chasing, not needing, not begging, she wonders, why isn't he affected like the others? That question, that curiosity, that's attraction being born. If you want to know how to attract when a woman ignores you, this is it. Don't feel less as a trick. Feel less because you've built more within. More purpose, more vision, more discipline. That's what makes you a Stoic sage. That's what makes you a high-value man. That's what makes you unforgettable. And that's exactly what we're building. Here at a relic, want to really get inside her head? Don't give her all your attention. Give her just enough, then pull back. Because full attention, that's what she gets from guys she doesn't want. But controlled attention, That's what she craves from a man she can't figure out. This is where the Stoic journal mindset wins. It teaches you to observe, not obsess. Daily Stoic reminds us, you become powerful the moment you stop reacting. That's masculine energy at work. You're not chasing her. You're choosing your moments with precision. She texts, you don't jump. You respond with calm energy. She flirts, you enjoy it without attaching meaning. She pulls back, you don't panic. You lean deeper into your purpose. This is the way of Stoic evolution, learning to stay unshaken while the world moves. It's what King Stoic mastered. He never begs, never pleads. He knows a controlled attention is rare and powerful. This is how to attract when a woman ignores you, by making her feel your presence, even in your absence, by being the one man who isn't always available, but always in control. That's how high-value men move. That's the game we play inside the Stoic community. That's the secret behind the legends. And that's the kind of man we're shaping. Here on Relic, if you want to attract women effortlessly, stop trying to get their validation. That's right, stop needing their approval. Instead, focus on your purpose. High-value men never seek validation from others. They create it through their own actions. And this is the foundation of Stoic evolution. When you shift your focus away from seeking approval, you instantly become more attractive. The Stoic journal teaches us to find peace in purpose, not in external validation. The Daily Stoic reinforces that happiness doesn't come from others' opinions. It comes from living with discipline and direction. Think about King Stoic. He never needed anyone to tell him he was enough. His life spoke for itself. And when you stop needing to be validated by women, when your value doesn't depend on her approval, that's when she starts to notice you. This is what makes you magnetic. The Stoic sage who is so sure of himself that he doesn't need anyone else to confirm it. You'll attract a woman who wants to be a part of your purpose, not the one who needs constant reassurance. You're not here to impress her. You're here to lead, to reinvent yourself, to live for your mission, not her. And this is how you begin to understand how to attract when a woman ignores you. She may ignore you now, but when you focus on your Stoic path, she won't be able to ignore you for long. Here's the final truth to understand. The most attractive men, they don't need to say much at all. Confidence in silence is magnetic. When you can stand in a room full of people without needing to fill every moment with words, that's when your true power shows. This is Stoic energy at its finest. The Stoic journal teaches us that wisdom often speaks in quiet moments. You don't have to constantly assert your dominance. You just need to exist with quiet confidence. Daily Stoic principles remind us, it's not about noise, it's about presence. King Stoic knew that. He didn't need to shout to be heard. His silence was a statement. His eyes, his posture, his energy, they all said, I am enough. And that's what makes you irresistible to women, because the moment you stop speaking to impress and just let your silence speak for you, she'll wonder, what is it about him that I can't figure out? That's the type of man she's drawn to, the high-value man who doesn't need to fill the air with noise, because his very presence commands attention. This is how you truly understand how to attract when a woman ignores you. It's in the way you own your space. It's in your calm. It's in your silence, and it's in the Stoic rules that guide your every move. Now, as we wrap this up, remember, it's not about playing games. It's about mastering yourself. The more you focus on your purpose, your Stoic path, and your masculine energy, the more women will naturally gravitate towards you. If you want to dive deeper into these principles, make sure to subscribe to Relic and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video on mastering attraction through Stoicism. And now, I want to hear from you. What's the most powerful lesson you've learned today? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. Let's build the Stoic community right here so we can all grow stronger together. Remember, stay Stoic, stay powerful. I'll see you in the next video.